Gentlemen, sometimes you can wear a fragrance and it completely goes unnoticed. And that's perfectly fine because I'm sure, like me, most of you wear fragrances for yourselves. But I always say it never hurts when you get a nice compliment from somebody. Certain fragrances are so endearing, certain fragrances are so alluring that they leave a lasting impression on people that you come into contact with. Yep, you guessed it. Those are the fragrances that we're going to be talking about today. Let's talk about it. What's up, YouTube? I am the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, your resident fashion and fragrance channel. So if you're into not only smelling good, but you're into looking good as well, then you have found the right channel. Subscribe to it, man. Hit the bell icon as well, so that way anytime I upload new content, you'll get notified. As I said in the intro, guys, we're going to be talking about some fragrances that leave a lasting impression. Or at least that is what these fragrances have done for me. These are some fragrances that are a little bit more unique and really catch people's attention. And they stand out. And the great thing about the ones that I'm going to talk about today, they do it for different reasons. That's what I love about this journey and I love about this hobby. So I'm going to jump into some fragrances I have in my collection. If you're looking to leave a great lasting impression on people, then these fragrances, in my experience, have been able to accomplish just that. So if you want to see what I have on the list, you know the routine, man. Keep it locked right here.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. The first fragrance that I want to talk about is one of the newer releases from the house of Jojo, and this is called P33. This is P33 from the house of Jojo, and this fragrance smells phenomenal, guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's a little bit of a powdery nature that I get from this. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but what I really love about it, you get that apple cinnamon combination. This has apple, cinnamon. It's really fresh in the opening as well. You get this nice zesty citrus opening. And addition to that, you get grapefruit in here. There's some bergamot in here as well. So again, really nice zesty citrus opening. Again, the apple cinnamon combination here is really to die for. I love when fragrances use apple and cinnamon. They just really go well together, almost like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? So love that combination here. Then on the dry down, a nice musky, ambery base. So you get a little bit of that vanillic kind of sweetness in here that you typically get from an amber accord along with cedarwood. Definitely a fragrance that when you put on, you walk past people, they're going to remember you. Or at least that's what my experience has been, man. So this is really nice. I think you guys should pick this up. I actually got my bottle from Twisted Lily. Of course, guys, I've been rocking with Twisted Lily for a while, so I want to make sure I link that down below. If you want to check this fragrance out, man, or anything, or at Twisted Lily, if you use my code, of course, you'll get a discount on this fragrance or any other fragrance that you may have interest in from Twisted Lily, man. So make sure you head over there, show them some love, check this fragrance out, or anything else that's been on your wish list. But this is one that I highly recommend you guys put your nose on at least. Especially if you like that apple cinnamon vibe like I do. I think you're going to love this one from the house of Jojo. This is called P33. All right, guys. Now the next fragrance on this list, my God, man. People could not stop talking about this fragrance when I've worn it. This is from the house of Mind Games. And again, this is called Double Attack. This is Double Attack. The bottle is gorgeous. Fragrance is just as gorgeous. Some of the main notes in this is going to be bitter orange. You get dark chocolate. And you get a nice vanilla kind of dry down. Agave too. A lot of agave. You're going to get that in here as well. I would definitely say those are the main notes or accords in this fragrance. And again, it's just something that is very unique and it's something extremely alluring about this fragrance. Again, Mind Games, I think they were on to something with this, man, because it seems like so many people couldn't get this fragrance out of their mental space when I wore it. definitely a game changer. Definitely something that, in my experience, has left a lasting impression on people. So check it out, man. I think last week when I talked about this, I got it from So Avant-Garde, but you have to go, of course, to Mind Games, the actual website. I think I told you guys Bowtie 10, but it was supposed to be Darien 10 for the discount. So I don't know which one is working, but if you want to try this fragrance, try one of those codes, I think, and it would be correct. But amazing fragrance, again, from the house of Mind Games. This is called Double Attack. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list comes from the house of Electimus, and this is called Mercurial Cashmere. Mercurial Cashmere. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I've said on several different occasions, a good, sweet fragrance oftentimes has been really well for me in my experience with grabbing people's attention, and that's exactly what we have here. Now, you have to be one of those guys that doesn't mind a sweet fragrance, because that is the main attraction with this fragrance. You have a combination of vanilla, tonka, and caramel in this fragrance. So again, it's really sweet, but I promise you guys, this thing grabs people's attention, and they're going to remember you from wearing this fragrance. It's just one of those kind of fragrances. You got to get your nose on it. So again, if you have a sweet tooth, like I tend to have from time to time, definitely recommend that you check this fragrance out. Get a sample of it, man. If you like sweet fragrances, I think you'll love this one. And again, if you're like me and you have the same or similar experience to what I had, you'll leave a lasting impression on people that you come into contact with. So check it out from the house of Electimus. This is called Mercurial Cashmere. All right, guys, this next fragrance is just the definition of a crowd pleaser. Listen, you talk about people noticing this fragrance and getting compliments, put this at the top of your list. And the good thing about it is not a lot of people have talked about this fragrance. This is from the house of Ramon Monegal from the Ibiza collection, and this is called Cafe Del Mar. Cafe Del Mar. Now, there is another fragrance from the Ibiza collection that gets a lot of attention, which is La Isla Blanca. And rightfully so. It is an amazing fragrance, with a nice tropical feel, perfect for hot weather. But man, this is a crowd pleaser. Okay, so what I love about it is it has a blue feel to it, but then there's also this sweetness. Like, they have some notes in here like coffee and vanilla. And then on the aquatic kind of tropical side, you have notes like seaweed as well as ambergris to give that kind of salty feel that ambergris normally gives to fragrances. So again, it's like the perfect combination of a blue fragrance with a twist with coffee and vanilla. Gotta smell it to see what I'm talking about, but definitely a fragrance that gets a lot of compliments, guys. Seriously. I know not a lot of people don't really talk about this fragrance, but I think more people should. If you're looking for something that's really mass appealing and that gets compliments and leaves a lasting impression, this is one I think you need to check out, man. From the house of Ramon Monegal, the Ibiza collection. Again, this one is called Cafe Del Mar. All right, guys, and last but not least, this fragrance is a little bit more popular than some of the other fragrances that I've talked about on the list today, but nonetheless deserves to be on a list like this. I don't talk about it as much as a lot of other people talk about it, but that does not mean that it diminishes how good this fragrance is. It is from the house of YSL, and this is called Tuxedo. Tuxedo from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. I highly regard it, and I would agree with this as one of the best patchouli-based fragrances on the planet. Yes, it is that. Patchouli, you get some ambergris in here, you get some rose in this as well, and bourbon vanilla. Those are the main notes to my nose. There's a little bit of a spicy kick in here as well. I would have to mention this from black pepper. But man, this is a dynamite fragrance. Definitely a crowd pleaser. Definitely one that really impresses people when I've worn this. I tend to dress up a lot, and this is the perfect fragrance for someone like myself that loves to dress up and make a lasting impression on people. So the last fragrance that I want to mention on this list today is from the house of YSL. And again, this is very popular, and rightfully so, Tuxedo. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time today. What are some fragrances you have in your collection that have done that for you, that have really kind of made that lasting impression on people? I would love to hear what have been working for you guys in the comment section down below. And guys, really quick before I get out of here, because it's so close to launch time, I'm going to be mentioning this for the next 2 weeks. Make sure you sign up to the mailing list down below if you want to catch The collection that I'm releasing with Jose Zuniga over at Teaching Men's Fashion, guys, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss on these this fragrance that I'm coming out with Jose. The fragrance, the solid fragrance, as well as the body spray, guys, is something very unique. So I definitely want you guys to be able to get your hands on it because the quantity is going to be so limited. You know, that's why I'm urging you guys to make sure you sign up on the mailing list so you know about it. Also, you're going to have a chance to win some nice free gifts as well by doing so. So I'll make sure I link that down below as well because I definitely don't want you guys to miss out on that launch, April 29th. It's right around the corner. And as always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate it. Now don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.